Non-destructive modeling workflow, NDMW. If you know that, you know this is a workflow that allows you on Blender to create assets 100% editable. That means you will have a big asset and you will be able to edit absolutely everything. If you know my work, you should have seen all my videos on my YouTube channel, or on Twitter, or on the Discord. So, Chip Walters made a little tutorial for beginners without any add-ons, so this is really nice, that will help beginners to use this workflow. And I will do the same, or almost the same, using SpeedFlow, to show you how to use SpeedFlow and how fast you can do and you can make such assets. Let's start. As you can see, I created a little setup for Eevee that will allow me to see the result, to not have something in the dark, etc. So, I will start by creating a simple plane. Shift-Q to call companion, and I will click here to add a simple plane. I will go in edit mode, tab edit mode, I will make a rotation, RX90, like that, and I will go in front view. What I will do now is to move it like that, and after maybe more like that, and after I will go in edit mode, edge mode, and I will just move it. G, middle mouse button to constrain on the Z-axis. I will select this one, and I will press S, middle mouse button to constrain on the X-axis, just like that. I will add, why not, a little shadow I made previously, like that. What we will do now is to add some bevels here, but first I want to add lines to help me after for the booleans. You will understand this result later. And what I will do is to select the corner in vertex mode. Select this one, select this one, select this one. I will call SpeedFlow, and I will use the bevel. So as you can see, in fact, in SpeedFlow I am in the beginner mode. That means there is not all the options. If I press Shift H, I will have the normal mode. Like that. If you prefer the beginner mode, use the beginner mode. If you don't want this, you can press Ctrl H, just like that. So, I am in the bevel. When you launch a model, you will have some keys. It's the same for every models. So S to play on the most used action on each model. After that will be D to play with the number of segments. So S, the width for the bevel. D, number of segments. F to change the profile. So if you want something like that, it's possible. I will make a profile 2.6. I can press Shift and click, or I can press F.6, just like that. Okay, so this is okay for this space, so I will press Tab, I will click on Solidify, and I will have the same result. As you can see, same keys, S, D, and etc. So this time, S will be for the thickness on this Solidify. I will keep the thickness here like that. You have also the offset with D to change it, but I will keep it to 0 to have my object centered on my scene. I will just play with the thickness to have this result, okay? So, I will now come back and add another bevel, so I will press Tab, I will come on the bevel, I will be able to edit this one if I want, and this time I will press Shift W. As you can see, Shift W, add a new modifier. So, Shift W, I will add a new modifier. So, if you want, you can keep it like that, you can press 6 to see the result. This is nice. You can press 2 to hide only the wireframe, 6 to see the result, 7 to see the normals, 8 only to hide the grid, just like that. So 3 for the X-ray, but it seems the X-ray is not working on the Eevee, 4 wireframe, etc, etc. So I want something more like that. I will play with this, and I will have, as you can see, this result. I will in fact add a last bevel, Shift W, just like that. And that's it. I created this, I can press 6 to see the result, and this is nice. I will exit by clicking here, and that's it. My base model is done. What I will do now is to add a cut here. So, what I will do is press Shift Q, add another time a plane, but I can cheat and click on Align to C, align to cursor, I can click Shift and right click here. As you can see, if I select the cursor, I am in geometry mode. So if you want, you can go in the add-on preferences, in the preferences, not in the add-on. In the Kmap, you will K-binding and you will press Shift and RMB, like that. And if you check, in the 3D view, you have set 3D cursor. If you open it, you will have here in the orientation, you can choose geometry. After you save and you come back. And that means if you place your cursor here, that will follow the normal of the face. If I shift click, as you can see, the cursor follows this face. So this is pretty nice. So I will cheat, I will click here and I will place my cursor. I will press Alt X on my pie menu and just place the cursor location to 0 in X, just like that. And now what I will do is to add I can add a boolean, in fact. I will cheat and add a boolean, that will be really fast, and I will add a simple plane, just like that. So, in edit mode, I will scale it like that. I will scale it like that. In fact, I need to move it a little like that. And I will come back in object mode and I will just move it. So, in fact, I have a boolean from this object to this object, and if on this one I add a solidify, bam! I will have this result. I will be able to cut my object. And on this solidify, the minimum setting on speed flow, this is 0.0.1. Like that, you will be able to see, to have this result, and this is nice. So, I have this result, but I want this one. I just have to, come back here, select this one, call the boolean, and just move this boolean before this bevel angle. Bam! That's it. I created this, I can press 6 to see the result. And that's it. Just like that. This is as simple as that. So, I hope I'm not too fast. I'm trying to slow down, but with SpeedFlow this is not easy. And I will save my scene right now. So, File, Save As. I will find the this one. And I will click to increment, and I will save. Let's continue. What I will do is to create something here, a mouth. So I will use a workflow. I will select this object and I will click on Shift and RMB to place my cursor. If you select the cursor, you are in geometry mode, so be careful about that, or you can change it in the add-on preferences. What I will do is to move the cursor to place it correctly at the center, so I will call my pie menu because I have this on my pie menu. I will press 0, and if you don't, you will go in View, throw the cursor, and place the location X to 0. Just like that, I have my object selected. I will call companion. I will click on Align to Cursor and on Boolean. After, I will select this one and I will press Alt and click. That will give me this result automatically. So as you can see, this is ultra fast. Everything is already correct. So I will edit my bevel. I will increase the number of segments. I can press 2 to see the results. As you can see, just like that, I will press 2. I can play with the number of segments. I can play with this, the width. Just like that. I can even play with the profile to make something more like that, or if you want something more like that, could be interesting. I will press 6 to see the result. So I can play with the profile directly here to have exactly what I want. So I will keep this one, it's nice. You can play with the solidify because the object has a solidify, and you can do this something like that. You can even, if you want, press Shift W, press G, to have this result, and if you press S, you will create something like that. If I press 6, I can see the result. So I could keep it like that, and in fact, for now, we'll keep it like that. I think it's interesting. Okay. Now I will add some holes here, like in the tutorial from Walter. I will do move my cursor, so I can play with the cursor just like that. I will press Shift to decrease it. I'm too fast, I think, yes. And in fact, like that, you will be able, if you select this, you call companion, you will have the align cursor and the boolean. You will be able to press Alt and click, boom, that will give you this result. Okay, so this is interesting. And as you can see, since we created this line, I don't have some lines that come on every direction. I have something really, really clean, and for me this is really nice. I will maybe increase the number of segments of this one to 64, and that's it. So as you can see, this is nice. So what I can do is to press 2, and maybe if I call the boolean, I will try something. No, it wasn't what I wanted to do. In fact, if you have one object selected and you call the boolean, you will duplicate this object, and the object that will receive the boolean will work. So as you can see, this is nice, but this is not what I wanted to do. So I will press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, up, again. So I will call this one. I will call the boolean, and I will maybe move the boolean before the bevel angle here. And that will give me this result. So I will press 6 to see. I'm not super fan, so I will move it where it was, just like that. Okay. I will select this one. What I will do is to add an array. I will just add one count. I will press D0 because the array is in the wrong direction. I will choose Y, D, for example, 2. That will give me this result. Or I can play and make it in the other side. Okay. Since the object has a displace, I can come on the displace and change the scale of the object. Just like that, as you can see. So on the array, boom, I can add more count, like that. And what I want to do now is to add a mirror. But on this mirror, I will have to use bisect. So I will show you. I will call the mirror. I will have this result. In fact, I will just remove the X and I will use the Y-axis. That will give me this result. This is nice, but since I have one object on another here, because the origin of the object is there, I will need to add the bisect. I will show the normal settings of SpeedFlow, and as you can see, I have the bisect here. So I will press Shift Y, and I will revert the bisect. I will press Ctrl Y. Boom! And that will fix everything, and as you can see, you have something really nice. And just because of that, you will be able to make something like that. If I choose the Y-axis, I play with D, I will be able to do this, and I will be able also to create this. So, pretty nice. I will just enter 3, and I will play with the offset. Like that, for me, this is correct. But I dislike those lines, so what I will do is to click on 2, and I will exit, and in fact I will click here to show them. I will need it for after, because what I will do is to, on this object, I will add a line, and that will remove those lines, and I will have something really clean. I will go in edit mode, I will press Ctrl R, like that. But you will see, since I have vertices on the group here, if I create a vertices here, a vertex here, I will have a group on this vertex. So I will click and I will move, and what I will have to do is to remove the group of these vertices. I can call SpeedFlow and press Ctrl on the group, or I can come here and press remove. If I assign, if I remove, okay? So after I will just snap on this object, so I will press G, Ctrl, to snap on, I think it's this one. I will come back in object mode, and as you can see I will have something really nice. Ctrl on this one to make it blue. And that's it. I have something ultra clean and ultra clean. And for me this is the best solution to work. You will have something that will work all the time. So, I need to fill those holes. I will so duplicate this one. I will press Shift and click, and I will have this result. I can play with the Solidify since I have a Solidify, and I can move them just like that. And in fact, this is the much I can do. So I will just move them in object mode here. What I want is to add a little bevel. Up. Here, I will press D to have only one, like that, boom, one segment, and I will press Shift W to add another little bevel, like that, okay? So I will exit. On this one I will create a little shadow, up, something black, or maybe red, could be interesting to, to make something red. Let's see, up. I will play with the roughness to do this, and I will have this. But I will make it black, I think. Up. Remove the, no, but not the value. The value will be this, but I will remove the saturation. And that's it, I have this result. I can play with the roughness to have something more or less up. That will be better like that. So, for now, this is what we have. As you can see, this is pretty simple. What I will do is to add some parts here at the bottom. I will select all of this. Up. I will go inside view, and I will move all of this, just like that. Okay? I will now come here, I will remove the boolean, and I will remove the align, and I will create a plane. So Shift Q, plane. I will press Alt G to place it directly here, and I will press G, middle mouse button, to move it in Z. I will come here, I will move it here, in edit mode, boom, I will scale it a little, and at the bottom, I will scale it here. What I will do now is to add first a loop, that will be interesting for after. I can add another one here, and in fact I can remove this, this and this, X, and add a mirror, just like that. If we select this, we will be able to make something like that, boom, and we will be able to make an extrude here. What I want on my object is to add a bevel here, and round here. So, I will go in edit mode, in edge mode. I will select with Alt this loop, and I will call the bevel. That will give me this result. On this object I can add a shader. I will add the glossy, still glossy, like that. I will, this time, I can in fact select here and add another bevel, just like that to make it smaller. This is two bevel, only one bevel modifier, but with bevel weight, with different value, just like that. What I will do now is to go in edit mode. I can in modal press Ctrl Tab really fast, because if you keep, that will just make a toggle. I will select this and select this, I will press Tab and I will add a bevel. So I will increase the number of segments with D, just like that. And after, what I will do is to add a solidify on my object. Maybe I can, no, I need to exit this here like that. So what I will do is to go in front view and I will just move it a little like that. Maybe I need to move all of this again. I will press B, select all of this. I don't want this one to be too big, so I want it more like that, okay? So I will select all of this. Be careful to be in X-ray mode when you select, because if you don't, I will press A, I will go in front view, I will select, and as you can see, if I activate it, I will have selected only this, but I want to select all of this. I will go in front view, I will press G, and I will come here. I want to add some part under this. So, I have this right now. What I will do is first I will play with the last bevel, increase the number of segments, and maybe increase it like that. I want to add another bevel, so I will press Shift W, like that, but I will remove the segments. I want something like that. Up. And after, I want, maybe I will press G. If you have some deformation, don't hesitate to press G. Yep, I can press G on this one, and on the other one too, like that. So, I will press Shift W to add a really small and last bevel, and I can press 6 to see the result. So as you can see, this is nice. Bam! Our object is correct, but what I will do is to add an array. Boom. I will press D0, I will choose the y-axis, and I will press W. Not W, my bad, D. And I will just click like that. Okay? I can even maybe move this one a little here, and on the array, just press D. Not in X, in Y, boom, D, like that. And if I press 6, I will have my result. Nice. Okay. I will now add the part here. I want to add a little round part at the under this one. So I will select this. Hopla, come here. I cannot see through my object. Sometimes I can, sometimes I cannot. This is really weird. Up, up. So let's select a face. No, I cannot see through. So, my bad, my bad. This is me. I need to select the other side. La 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 la. So, Shift S, cursor to selected. And what I will do is to call companion, and I will press Alt and I will click on this one. Boom, and that will scale automatically my object. So I have this one, okay? I will just move it a little here. I can play with the solidify to change the size of my object. Like that, I will go in front view. Boom. Maybe just move it here, like that. I want to... And as you can see on this solidify, to help you, you can play with the offset to place it. After, you will just place this one here, like that, and after you will play with this, to be sure to have something correct. I will on this one add a bevel, up, and I will make something like that, up, and that should do the trick. I can increase the screw, 64, and that's it. So on this one, what I will do is to add a mirror, but I will not use this one as reference. I could, in fact. I will add a mirror, I will press O, and I will click here. Boom. And I did this. Okay? What I will do is to add an array, D0, Y, and D, just like that, and place it in this one. Up. D. Oopla, my bad. I made a little mistake. Oof. Okay, I will make it like that. Since I wasn't in the free navigation, if I press 3, that will change everything. So now, if I press D, that should work. Yes, yes. As you can see, that will move this, and this is not what I want. Okay. Up. What did I change? Wrong keys. Shift H, that will be easier for you. So, that's it. I will, on this one, add a new shader. This one will be a little block. Maybe decrease the specular. Not too much. And that's it. We created this. Okay. So, I will save my scene. File, save as. I will increment. Boom, and save. Let's continue. What I will do, maybe add a cut here. That could be interesting. Same here. I will maybe not make the inside, the bottom part, we will never see it, but I want to add something here. So I will select my object, press Shift click. That will place my cursor here. I will activate the align to cursor, I will activate the boolean, and what I will do is press Alt and select this one. Alt and click, and that will give me this result, okay? So I will make it, yes, big like that. I can move it if I want. And on this one, I will add a solidify. I will move the value. I will, in fact, there is already a solidify, so my bad. I will press Shift W to add a new solidify, and I will press G. And if you check, I'm sorry, you will have this result. But I need more segments, so I will come in the bevel and I will increase the number of segments just like that. I can even play with the profile up like that. Okay. On this one, I will move it in the bool object. I will hide the bool object for now, and what I will do is to select this one, click here, and I will call companion, and I will make something like that, Alt, boom, and that will give me this result. Okay, so this is nice. What I can do is to show this bool object. Now I will just select this one, I will add a mirror, and I will press O and select this object. And I will choose Y, and that's it. As simple as that. So I can move this one on the bool object too. I can hide the bool object, and here I can add some screw, maybe, could be interesting with some screw. I will go in the asset management, insert screws and bolts, and I will select one that will do the trick. For example, this one could be nice, or maybe more this one. I will click, I will press N. I will make a rotation, RY minus 90, like that, and I will press Shift S, selection to cursor. So I will scale it, I will move it up, maybe scale it here, just move it here, to have something like that. Maybe I need to edit, yes, I need to edit the bool object. On this one, I can copy the shader on this one, Ctrl L, material, okay. I will show the bool object, and I will edit this one in edit mode, just like that. You will see this is pretty easy. Maybe, press G, up, just like that, and just move this one, press G, like that. So maybe make something different. Up. Do I see it? No, it's correct. So this is okay. I will hide the bool object. On this one, in fact, I will cheat a little, and I will select this one, and I will press Ctrl C. If you use the copy attribute add-on, you will copy selected modifier and mirror, and I will click on OK. And bam! I love this this little script. I will hide the bool object, up, and that's it. This is my result. Simple and fast. Now we will make the side part. So, I will select this one. I will press Shift RMB, not LMB, RMB. I will remove the boolean, and I will press just click this. That will give me this result. I will maybe move it here. In edit mode, I will make a scale. I will just take this one here. I will try to follow the original. So I will move this one here, like that. Not too much. I will add a loop here. Maybe a loop here too. I will select the corners. And I will add a bevel. So you know the trick now. Just add your bevel. Play with your corner if you want, make something round or not, just like that. Now I will add a solidify. I can play with the offset. I will make the offset like that to have something correct. I will come back on the bevel, and I will press Shift W to add this, or I can make something like that to follow the other part, just like that, and I will press Shift W. Up. Like that, to add a little one, and that's it. I created this. I can add a mirror. I will press O and click, and that's it. Boom, really fast. Maybe I will add a shader for this one. New shader, black one. I will play with the specular and the roughness, just like that. I want to make some plastic, and maybe play with the specular. More like that. Okay. So if I want, I can play with this solidify. And one interesting thing is that if I want also, I can select this, and I will add a vertex group. On my solidify, I will just press C. If you check in the normal mode, you have C, and I will be able to choose the vertex group I want. Shift C to revert it. And after, with X, I will play with the offset, the vertex group offset, to have this result. And in fact, maybe I should remove the inside, I cannot see anything here, this one, Ctrl X, boom, to have this kind of result. So as you can see, this is interesting. So it's up to you, do whatever you want. What I will do is select everything and make a little scale, just like that, and maybe move it here. Maybe scale it a little. I'm not a fan of scaling in object mode, so I will scale it like that. Okay. I will make a hole here, and I will make the part here. So on this object, I will press Shift S, cursor to selected. What I will do is to align the cursor, I will call primitive screw. So maybe this one will be okay. Let's check in edit mode to see what we have. Yes, this one will be okay. So what I will do is to remove those two, delete vertices, or not, because in fact this one will serve us to make a boolean here. So I will edit it. I can add a displace, in fact. So with the displace I will be able in object mode to see the result. With this screw I will be able to, let's see, to play with the number of segments. Yep. Just like that. And what I will do, like I said, I will play with the displace, boom. I will make a boolean with this one, but I will press Ctrl and Alt. Boom. That will give me this result. On this one I will just have to move the bevel, up, the bevel angle after the other part, here. And in fact I need to do the same for this one, up, like that. And as you can see, I have now this result. This is another object. I can add another shadow on this one. I can maybe click here and maybe make it with more value, more gray, like that. And that's it. I created this. So I will duplicate this one, Shift D. I will move it here. I will press Shift on display mode to see my object. On this one, what I will do, in fact I could have keep the same, but I will not. I will just come here, place it, I will go in edit mode, and I will just move this one here. So I want to make something like that. Up, I will take this one and this one, I will press G, and I will have this result. I will press G, I will have this result, and I can extrude it to have this result too. I will select this one. Maybe I can remove this one, in fact. Just move it here, like that. I will select this one and I will add a bevel. So just like that, I want something like that. And I will press Shift W to add a small bevel for the other part, like that. So if we check at our object, this is this, up, I will show the wireframe. We created really fast a big bevel and a small bevel for the other part. Okay, on this screw we can increase the number of segments, so let's double it just to see, boom, and that's it. I will press slash, and I will copy the shader for this one, select, Ctrl L, material, and that's it. I will, oopla, I made something, I will take this one and I will add another part here and another part here. So what I will do is to maybe duplicate it, just like that, maybe remove all the bevels, like that, and after I will be able to edit my object. I will select this, I will press G, up. I will remove this one, I don't need it, up. I will just move this one, press G. And maybe to show you I will come here, that will be easier. And as you can see, this one, if we call this screw, if we press 7, it's reverted, so with R you will revert it. So same here, screw, R, revert it. So now this is correct, so I will just hide the face orientation. So be careful about that, you want to have something correct. So I will maybe make something round, in fact, here, to be able to turn it, or not. No, I will just keep it and just edit this one. So I will come here, I will remove this one, or maybe more, move it like that, and on this one, press G, move it like that. I want something like that. I will just move this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, in fact. Press G, move it here. I will press E, in the axis, in the x-axis. X, in the Y, ish, no, in the X, in the Z. I have some difficulties on this one. Yes, in fact I will show you something, this is interesting. Up. I will come here, So, first, I need to reverse this screw again, because when you create some vertices, you will sometimes revert the normals. Okay? After, I can take this one and remove it like that. I will have to revert again, but I will add a solidify, just like that. I will make the offset to -1, and I will press G. And like that, as you can see, I will have this result. In fact, I created an extrude on those parts just with the solidify. So this is really useful. I will select this one, I will add a bevel. I want something big, like that. I will press Ctrl Tab, select this one, I will add a bevel again. And sometimes you have this result, so move just, as you can see, here, the bevel. So like that you will have something perfect. And Shift W to have a last petit bevel, small bevel, and that's it. So I created this, I will check this, enter, and this one. So this is nice. Maybe I can move all of this a little, press G, like that, and edit this one, up, and move it like that. Maybe decrease the bevel here, so I will select this one, and decrease, no, it wasn't this one, up, this one, scale, and decrease it, just like that. So, if I come back here, I will have this result, as you can see, could be interesting. I will select both, select this and press Ctrl C, and I will copy the mirror, and I will click OK. Sometimes it's faster to do this like that. I could do this in SpeedFlow too, but I need to edit my code, and I will move this one to the bool object. So, this one too, M, bool object. So we made this. This is interesting. We can maybe make something here. Could be nice to draw something and to see something at the inside, like I did on another tutorial. Maybe add some part here. We can maybe make something here just to show you. But first I will save my scene and I will move this one to the bool object. So this is what we have right now. I will file, save as, plus, and save, just like that. So, we will add a part here. So, what I can do is maybe duplicate this one. I will remove all the booleans. I will remove all the bevels, not all the bevels in fact. I will remove the last bevel, this one too, and this solidify. I will have this result, okay? So, I will just move this object here. And what I will do is, in edit mode, select everything and make a little scale, like that. Hop. If I come back, I will have this. On the bevel, I will just decrease the size, and I will add a solidify, just like that. So I will move it. What I will do is to make a boolean, just like that. So this is nice. Maybe I can edit it, Ctrl 1. I will go in edit mode, up, I will select this, and just move them a little here, to be sure I have something that will follow. So Eevee is really nice, but you don't see everything. Up, I will just do this. Nice, okay. So as you can see here, I will just move it a little, like that. What I will do now is to duplicate it. I will press Shift and click, that will give me this result, and after I can play with the solidify, just like that to make this, and I will move it here. Okay? So this is the result I have. I will copy a shader, I will copy this shader, Ctrl L, material, and I want to add some holes here. So I will move this one to the bool object. I will place the cursor here, and I will align the cursor on X to 0. Like that, if I activate the align to cursor and the boolean, and I do Alt and click on this one, boom, that will give me this result. Okay? So I will decrease the size of the bevel a lot. I will go in Ctrl Tab. I will scale it like that. I will scale it like that. and scale it again like that. Control tab, play with the bevel, up, like that. Okay, so as you can see, we have something weird here. We have our boolean, but we don't have a last bevel. That means if I don't have a last bevel, the weighted normal will give me a real result. So I will add a last bevel, Shift W, I will make it small, just like that, boom, and this is correct. Okay, so I will move this one vertically here. I will add an array. Up, I will play with the offset, just like that. Up, and I will make something like that. Boom. I will press Shift Q and I will remove the boolean and I will create this one. So like that, I will be able to move it, to scale it, and I will copy a shader. I will copy this one, so Ctrl L, materials, and that's it. If I move this one to the bool object here, I will have this result. As you can see, this is nice, and this is simple, nothing complicated. And I could add something here. For example, I will just move the this one in vertical, like that. I will add a boolean. I will press Alt and I will select this one. Boom, that will give me this result. So pretty easy, pretty fast. Hoopla. Ah, my bad. I thought I was in the model, but no. I want to scale it, but in median, yes. I want to scale it like that. To scale it, maybe like that, and decrease the size of the bevels. Like that. After, I will just, on this one, press Tab, Solidify, and Shift W to add a new one, but I will press G to have this result. Bam! Easy, easy, and after I can move it where I want. So I will move this one to the bool object. I have now this result, and I will do the same as this, in fact. Could be interesting. So I will show the bool object. Boom. I will take this one. I will press Shift D. I will remove the mirror, or maybe select the mirror. No, I will remove it to not have an issue. I will activate the snap fast, align rotation, and I will move this here. Oopla, I knew I should not have this result. This one, I will press Shift. I will remove it from the collection, like that. So if I hide the bool object, yes, I should not have it. So I will press G. Oula, no, not H. Boom. Come back, and G, and I will have this result. Oof. I will make a boolean. Hopla, I need to click. Sometimes I cannot. So, did I selected this one and this one? Boolean. Yeah, this is working. I will just move it correctly, but I need to remove the snap. I will press Ctrl 1. Hopla, Ctrl 1. I will just move this one here. Maybe I will keep it like that. And maybe I will just move it like that. Yes, this is interesting too. Oof, I was too fast. So, I will do like previously. That means I will add a mirror. I will press O and I will select this one, as you can see, and I will add the x-axis, the y-axis in fact. And that's it. As simple as that. Those two will go in the bool object, and if I hide the bool object, I will have this. Up. So this is interesting. Maybe we can make something interesting like that. So I will select this one, I will just do this, and what I will do is to add a boolean, and I will add a simple cube, like that. So that gives me this result. I will move my cube here. I will just move it a little here, and I can, why not, in Edge, move this like that, just like that, could be nice. So I will select this one, I will add a bevel, just have to wait a little. Blender is not really fast on 2.8. That gave me this result, okay? So, maybe add a little one here. So, just like that. In bevel white. Okay, this is nice. And in fact, I want to have different objects here and here. So what I will do, in fact, is remove the boolean, and I will restart it. You will see why. I will press del to I have a little issue, yes. I need to show the bool object. This is something I will fix on SpeedFlow, because this is an alpha mode, an alpha only. Up. I need to, yes, in fact I removed it. So I will select this one, press Ctrl and Alt and click. And boom, now I have this one, and this one I can copy this, or maybe not this one, but this one. Ctrl L and materials. Voila! And maybe on this one I could duplicate this. I will press Shift D. Maybe move it, make your rotation RZ like that, and move this one here, press G. Let's try to add, yes, maybe on this one you can, if you want, call this one, the pop-up could be faster, to clean what is not used. For example, all of these are not used anymore, and this one I keep it. This one no, this solidify yes, the bevel group no, this one yes, this one yes, this one yes. As you can see, like that I will have something cleaner and more light. It will be lighter. The object will be lighter. I will select this one and add a boolean. Ooh, this is exactly what I wanted. So I will go in edit mode, make this, boom, go in object mode, move this vertically, and that's it. Maybe move this just like that. Yeah, this is nice. So what I can do is select this one, this one first. So I will add a mirror, I will press O, and I will select this one. So that created this. I will do the same for this one. No, just select it. Up. Mirror. In fact, I could have selected both, but and that's it. And maybe move them a little here. Yeah. This is nice. And if I move it a little here, that will give me this. This one, maybe scale it in edit mode. If you scale it in edit mode, you will not distort the bevel here. So this is good to have them in object mode, just like that. To edit them in edit mode, my bad. Si you move them in object mode, that will not be correct. So this is nice. So let's check just without this. And boom, maybe I need to move them at the bottom. Maybe here. So I will select this, and maybe move them here. Or maybe let's try here. Yes, this is nice. And to break the this part, I will move this one and move it here, like that. So, hide the bool object, move this one to the bool object, sorry for that, and this is our result. In fact, we could make this here too, but I will keep it like that. So, all of this, I will select all of this, I will call this button, this is the, sometimes I need maybe, yes, an active object. I will do this, do this. As you can see, if you go, all of this is just that. Just like that. So that's it. So as you can see with SpeedFlow, this is pretty easy to make such a set. This is full editable. You can edit absolutely everything. You can make something really nice. You can add a lot of details. The custom primitives are really useful. I use them all the time because this is really fast. You just have to call them to activate the booleans, etc., etc., and you will have something something nice. So maybe just to finish, I will select those ones, and I will duplicate this one. Up, Shift D, up, RZ, my bad, RZ, and maybe move it here, because I want, maybe like that, maybe like that, yes, this is better like that. Hopla, sorry for this too. And that's it, this is our result. Boom. I hope you like it, and I hope this demonstration helps you to understand SpeedFlow and to make such a set. And as you can see, this is nice to know the basics, so thanks to Ship, and this is after nice to use a proper add-on to make this workflow a reality, to be faster, and to be able to play directly. And to have great results and really fast results. So with SpeedFlow, the non-destructive workflow is the best.